You people have signed on to complete satanic world government takeover, and you're worried about how I'm feeling?
Demi Lovato straight up almost died again. Dr. Drew is calling out big tech for screwing with medical professionals, and it's juicy as hell. If you're famous and come out as conservative, the liberal overlords will get rid of toys made in your likeness. And Demi Burnett from Colton Underwood's season of The Bachelor has broken woke law. Throw her in the gulag with Chris Harrison quick. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. We gotta talk about the two Demis today. Not to be confused with Demi. So Demi Lovato has another YouTube doc coming out, and as much as I can't stand the girl, I have to say, she knows how to make content that gets people's attention.
I had 3 strokes. I had a heart attack. My doctors said that I had 5 to 10 more minutes.
Now, more than ever, she's taken hold of that power.
I'm rebirthing. I am starting over.
I'm engaged.
I've really struggled with this.
Are you entirely sober now?
Yeah, so I'll definitely be watching that. The saddest and most frustrating thing about Demi Lovato for me is that I'm not even a psychiatrist, but I can see that her acting out with all these different things is just her crying for help. I mean, this girl struggled with eating disorders, drugs, dating douchebag guys, experimenting with sexuality and religions. I mean, with everything she does, it is so obvious how much she's hurting. She's constantly seeking something to make her feel better. I mean, she clearly has a hole inside of her soul that she's trying to fill. The only thing, though, that is going to do that is the full gospel, not some watered down, be whoever you want to be, Jesus accepts it all garbage that has saturated Hollywood completely.
It's like, do you know where we're going? It's the house of the Lord, have some respect.
By the way, if you want more theology talk, I gotta recommend a new favorite podcast of mine called Abide. There's a little recommendation for you. Dancing with the Devil premieres March 23rd on YouTube, so set your reminders. Bye. I used to drive around when I was 16 and take the long way home just so I could listen to Loveline on the radio with Dr. Drew. It was this insane relationship and sex show where they would get the most bizarre calls, and it wasn't even really that I cared about the content, but it was more the boldness of the hosts and the callers and how fascinating it was to hear people share such embarrassing and personal details with like millions of people. And I will never forget one day this girl calls in asking for advice because she has multiple personalities, and as she's talking live on the air, she actually changes personalities, and Dr. Drew talked individually to each one. That is good radio. All hail Dr. Drew.
Can an atomic wedgie kill?
As if we didn't already have enough reasons to love this man. He's speaking out against big tech and the censoring that is happening against medical professionals and scientists. The Mike Pence lookalike celeb doctor tweeted that YouTube has given strikes to his channel and even removed videos. He says big tech oligarchs are cracking down so hard on what they consider and don't consider accurate medical advice, and yet none of these people fact-checking even have medical experience. I thought this was so profound. He said, "Do you trust a 23-year-old computer coder with your life?"
Says not.
He also shared some other sobering thoughts like physicians are easily frightened, whether by liability, ruined reputation, and now they're frightened to even talk about their own profession. We must return to openly discussing medicine and science. That's what science is all about. And then he called for a hashtag rational revolution, which I can 100% get behind. This is what we need. No rioting, no looting, no storming, a rational revolution where we can enact necessary change to save the First Amendment.
I believe in only 2 things completely: the First Amendment and boobs.
God forbid children have someone to admire or look up to that's conservative. Hasbro has stopped making their Cara Dune Star Wars action figure after Gina Carano was canceled for proudly posting her conservative beliefs on social media. And I know, you're probably thinking, well, she isn't in the show anymore, so obviously they're gonna cancel her action figure, but hang on, they're canceling any existing pre-orders for the action figure. It's been sold out for months, and they won't even let the people who had it pre-ordered get it, specifically because of her tweets. First our pillows, now our toys. What will they take from us next?
What? How can you do this? This is outrageous. It's unfair.
P.S. You all can send me stories that you'd like to see covered on the show or any other fresh squeezed juicy goodness, like buying merch, sending tea, all the things, right there on the link in the bio. I told you we would be covering both Demis, so we're ending on Demi Burnett, fan favorite from Colton Underwood's season of The Bachelor. She was pictured wearing a jacket with a Confederate flag patch on it, and people were outraged. A couple things I want to say. One, I'm not a Confederate flag defender. I would never wear something with that on it personally. The other thing is, upon some investigation, the jacket she's wearing is from an old Yeezy line years ago. A black man, okay, designed this jacket. And at the time, he said he was doing that to take back the Confederate flag and what it stood for, whatever. Demi said the jacket is old, she forgot that it was even on there, but the facts don't matter. She had to apologize profusely for her white privilege and say she never should have worn it. Demi Burnett, by the way, mega leftist. Hates Trump, bisexual, first Bachelor contestant to bring someone that they're dating of the same sex on the show, like a pioneer, they love her. But none of that matters. Now she's racist for wearing a jacket designed by a literal black man. I'm exhausted. Is it just me, or does it seem like every other story the past few weeks has been about some celebrity or another being canceled for some absolutely ridiculous and petty reason? What I want to know is, when will people start standing up against the absolute lunacy? Ben, serenade us.
I said certified free. 7 days a week.
I came across this makeup routine reel, and let me explain why I have a problem with this, and this girl's in the Freak of the Week. This girl is beautiful, first of all, don't even need makeup. I mean, she's gorgeous. So I read the caption, and she says, my everyday simple makeup. And I think, okay, so tinted moisturizer, chapstick, and mascara, that is simple makeup. What proceeds to happen is she starts layering on foundation, contours her entire face, blush, eyeshadow, mascara, concealer, an entire hardcore, very advanced makeup routine. She just uses a nude color palette, so when she says something like, I wear simple makeup, idiot men are like, wow, she looks so good, barely wears anything. My girlfriend could never. Even though she just shape-shifted her entire face. Ladies, stop lying to people, especially men, and saying that you have a simple makeup routine. When you have 8 pounds of makeup on, you make all of us look bad. Do not lie about your beauty routine in general. Look, I wear so much makeup, I can't even scratch my face when it itches. I have to poke it like this. I get Botox, although I'm several months overdue right now, so I have none. I get lip injections. I do all over hair color, hair extensions, and self-tan. No one wakes up like that or this, and you're a freak of the week if you lie to your followers and pretend otherwise. Kylie Jenner.
Bury me in lip kits and eyeshadow.
Show them who you really are.
What are you doing in my swamp?
Don't forget to like this episode. Let me know if you want to watch that Demi Lovato documentary next month and what you think of the other Demi's jacket drama. Share this episode to your stories and DM it to one friend who is makeup obsessed. We're back Monday at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. By the way, can we just talk about, when I ask you guys to like the episode, we got a complaint message from somebody saying that I shouldn't say it at the beginning of the video because it's like asking for a tip before they get the service. Honey, I have to do that to remind people because what happens is y'all get to the end of the video and then you click out, you forget to like it. So I don't get any tips. I don't get any tips because you all forget. I can never please anybody. You can be the juiciest peach in the world and they don't like peaches. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the CUTEservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.